Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Enys, and this is a new horror film from director Mark Jenkin, who also wrote this film about a uninhabited island off the Cornish coast where a wildlife volunteer played by Mary Woodvine is there. She's doing daily observations of rare flowers, turns into a strange, unnerving journey where she's slowly losing her mind. Are things starting to get weird? Could be both. Could be neither. I don't know. You'll have to watch. But this film is such a perfect looking vintage film. The way that the cinematography is done, how the footage is shot, it looks so pitch perfect too. Like, this looks like it came out in the late 60s, early 70s. And is able to channel that feel so perfectly. And how the camera operates is so pitch perfect in this film with its framing and exactly what it's trying to portray. It gives Woodvine plenty of opportunities to really soar in her performance in this film. There's so many intimate shots of close-ups, and it all comes down to the littlest of choices and the way she reacts to things in this film. And this film is so much reaction and editing because it's her. She doesn't really have much to act off of, characters to act off of. There's entities that appear and she reacts to, and those kinds of things going on. And the editing is really important because there's so many of the scares are because of coming back and something is there that wasn't there before. And it's unnerving. How did it get there? How is this manifested? And the way that the editing is used so perfectly to emphasize those moments, but also some of its metaphorical visual expression where it's like, hey, you have this thing, and then boom, it's gone and something else is there in place. All the way up to the final shots of the film that deliver such a poignant and just unnerving kind of feeling to it. Now, the film might lack in terms of maybe narrative, or it's definitely going to be one of those kinds of films that you're going to have to sit on and really process, and why I probably didn't give this. Like, I loved so much of this film, and there's just little bits of it that kind of feel like, where's this going kind of thing, but it's very contemplative, it's very methodical in the way that it walks us through all these elements of what's going on in this film. The environment, the beauty of nature that's being conserved here, and why this woman's there in the first place trying to protect it. And you have some different moments of, like, there's one of the most chilling visuals is this mine shaft that our main character, the volunteer, will throw stones down, and how that progresses throughout the film. This void, it's so creepy and unnerving to look at. There's great editing, cutting between visions or memories of what she's experiencing. It's all a visual and just atmospheric expression that really hits you hard and is unnerving from start to finish, and something that you might not expect. And this film, you could tell from the trailer, is going to be a creepy ride, and boy does it deliver, and then some. This is a special film. Enys is definitely one of my favorite films of the year so far, and I can't wait to watch it again because it's hour 35 minutes or so of just this unnerving classic folk horror kind of experience that is top-notch filmmaking at its best, and how filmmaking can create horror and terror in the most effective of ways. But those are my thoughts on Enys. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.